talking about energies. So, hello, everybody that comes on that will see this later. Um, Talking about energies, and energies can affect you and affect other people around you. I haven't did anything special here today, so you're seeing my true self. Um, so the last few weeks, I've been dealing with my inner child because I deal with a lot of other people. I kind of put myself on the back burner, and really isn't a great idea to put yourself on the back burner. You're supposed to help yourself, first, but I always don't do that. And but I always encourage everybody else to do it. So for the last few weeks, I've been doing past life regressions with people and learning that some people just don't care about doing their work, or they don't realize what's going on in their life, that they should do their past life regressions, because things that's happened to us in the past does make a difference in our life now. It can cause problems in our life. It can cause people to attack us. It can cause hard times, because if we're not dealing with those past life issues, they come back up because we did not deal with that. We walked away in our past life, and sometimes spirits, like people that have passed away in your past life, are with you because you did not deal with it. You did not deal with the situation at the time. So that can bring negative energies to those people that have passed away, and they can't do anything about their life or processing forward because you have them stuck in that energy field, and they feel lost. And a lot of shadow people are not horrible people. The shadow people can be people that have been done wrong in the past, and they could have had powers and they didn't know how to use them, so they used them in the wrong way. Or hello. So we're talking about past lives and energies, and how some spirits come back with you. So recently have dealt with spirits that have been hanging with somebody for 212 years, 218 years. So what's happened in that time period was that that person has been reborn, but the people that was attached to them in that 200 some years ago did not get reborn, because they didn't get any closure on what they was dealing with. So in this time period, I had a spirit jump from me, or from the person into me, and then jump from me to my husband, because we're joined together. I joined ourselves together, which I do not recommend. Don't do it, because you guys can feel each other. You can feel when you're sad. You can feel when you have issues. Like, you're joined together in energy. So I do not recommend that. It was something I did last year on Mother's Day. I joined us together as one, and declared ourselves at that point, and Mother Nature remove them from each other. So he my energy when I'm not feeling right. He knows what's going on. I can feel his lostness energy, or I can feel like I'm broke and depressed, and I'm like, would you stop doing that? Because I'm working on getting out of that hole, and you put me right back into that hole. So energies by themselves are overwhelming. And then you have your negative energy. So we have an energy field already, and we're made up of water. And then you have the air that has got water in it. Well, water is living. So it has memory cells. So when you're putting out that negative energy vibe, that you're having a hard time or somebody ain't doing what you want, you're filling your house full of that energy. You're filling your space full of that energy. And it gets overwhelming for other people. Okay, so like with dealing with the past life issue, the male was angry because he had to watch his woman die because of his actions back in 200 and some years ago. So they killed her and made him watch. So he was really angry. So in life, he kept making things happen so she'd move on, so nobody would know that he was still with her. Well, she came to this house, which is a healing house, and I'm opening up a healing center that is dealing with these issues, dealing with people like this. And we do that past life regression. Well, this one just kind of happened because there was things going on, and I'd asked for some healing to be done because that's why you're here in the first place. And that made him want to run. So then I could feel that energy of wanting to run like a teenager, run away, but yet have no place to go. And that's what has been happening throughout is get so far and then run away. Get so far and run away. And but the issues was never dealt with. So come to find out the reason why is because of what happened in the past. So the one that had been still passed over that can't make it to heaven, because no matter what, if a soul is attached to you and they think they're going to like slide through heaven's door to get in with you, is not going to happen. The angels will remove. The soul has to wait for that person to be reborn to him again. So I'm doing great. That's good. That's good. Just, ask your higher self to help you understand the tarot decks and go with the inner tuition. The inner tuition is your best, and don't ask people a lot of questions. Ask the cards, because when you ask people questions, they lie to you. I'm going to tell you that right now. They'll lie to you, but if you ask their guides, but you have to ask permission to talk to their guides. When you ask their name, or if you do a reading for them, you talk to their guides and you ask their guides to talk to you. Don't ask the people the questions, you talk to the guides. I'm gonna just give you that pointer for your tarot reading. But congratulations on getting your own tarot cards. And the other thing is to talk to your guides and your angels, and that will help you too. I don't ask too many. You're welcome. You're welcome. So we was talking about past life regression and energies, and how, you know, I haven't been on here for a while. I've been doing not today, but tomorrow. I can do a reading tomorrow, but I'm not doing any reading today. I was guided to talk about energies and past life regression today. So today is about past life regression. Tomorrow I can come on and I'll do readings tomorrow, but not today. My guides really guided me to do what they asked. So they told me it's really important for people to understand when you put energy out, and you're projecting that energy. Okay, you're projecting the energy because there is an energy field all the way around us. And when it's negative energy, it takes energy from you because the negative has to live off of something. So that makes you tired. It makes you like exhausted because it's taking your energy. Now, for positive energy, it doesn't take any positive because we're made up of positive energy. So it doesn't take energy from us. And our positive energy field is like huge. It's like huge compared to a negative energy field. And the negative has to suck the energy from you to survive. It cannot survive without it. So what I was talking about was a past life regression that we did recently, about a soul that hadn't passed over, that had been walking with a girl, and that the soul passed from her to me, and it can't hang out in my body, so it passed from me because I have rules set up. I have rules. He did break the rules in the end, but he was forgiven for the rules that he broke because he wanted to speak to her in the end before he passed to heaven. So the thing was that he couldn't stay in me. He moved to Chris because me and Chris is tied together. We are one energy together. And I don't recommend tying yourself together to somebody else because you feel everything they feel, and sometimes it ain't cool. So, but the thing is that me and her went to town, and I got a phone call, and he's like, there was a spell done on me. It had to be a spell. And I'm like, no, I don't think so. But what happened was that energy was trying to run away, and I could feel it. So when I hugged her, I accepted the energy, and it went right from me and jumped out of me and right into Chris. And so it was angry. The energy was angry. It was a man from 220 some years ago. And he was so angry. So his energy field was with hers, and it had been affecting everybody around her, and it made people want to shove her away and remove her from their space. They didn't want her around because he was afraid, the man from past was afraid that she would get hurt again. So what happened, it always get somebody to get angry, like he had powers, and he had used these powers in the past, and in that time period there was a lot of people that was scared of those powers. So they thought it was her, because back in the day, there was a lot of witches, right? There wasn't no witches. Still, there's a lot of themselves witches, but really, they're not really witches. It's witch is a whole different word, and it's misconstrued. Like it's really wrong to use the witch, because witchcraft, for one, is stating that you're not honoring God, that you're not burning your incense, that you're not giving praise to the higher source. So witchcraft was, it's even stated in the Bible, witchcraft is like when you are not honoring God, when you're not burning your incense or your myrrh or any of that, and you're not giving sacrament to God. And so even in Christian life, they don't give sacrament to God. They give sacrament out to the people, but they don't give it to God. So really, they're doing witchcraft because they're not actually honoring God by giving God a plate. And that's what it really is about giving honor to the higher source. So the understanding of that is pretty simple, and which creates negative energy. And then we go into the negative energy, and we have our negative energy field, which negative energy can make your hair gray. Mine's a lot better because the other day mine was really, really gray. But today you can see it's only a little gray. When I have energy that's taking a lot of energy from me, my hair turns really gray. Then when I get rid of it, it takes about a day, and then my hair isn't so gray. So my hair always changes, and I can tell when I have an energy sucking the life out of me. Because the other day I had one that was draining me so bad that I couldn't get up out of bed. I couldn't get up out of bed. I didn't have enough energy to get out of bed. And it came from my man's dad and his nephew. So when those negative energies come in, don't go out and get you a Red Bull, because Red Bull ain't going to help you. Red Bull only pumps up your heart rate, and then it hurts you actually in the end. How to get rid of the energies that suck the life out of you and bring that gray hair in is to stand out in the sun, and you can transform the negative energy into positive energy. And it's just believing that you're doing this. You don't have to have any magic, but it's believing that you can do this. And I know you can do this because I can do this. You just stand out in the sun, and you bring that sun energy in, that masculine energy, and you ask for transformation of the negative energy inside of you to transform into positive energy. And then you'll feel much lighter. And sometimes you have to do it more than one time. And the words are, I am transforming all negative energy of my higher self and my earth plane selves. Because there's more than just one self of you. There's your spiritual self, your higher self, and your earth higher self. So there's three, and actually there's a lot more, but we'll just start with those. And then you got your human earth self, your spiritual earth self, and then your human higher self, which is on earth. So you got to deal with your heaven selves and your spiritual earth selves. So you just ask for all of yourselves, yourself, to be cleared and transformed. If it gets really bad, then you call in the angels. Usually Archangel Michael or Archangel Raphael is really good. Samuel is really good too. There's a couple others, or you can call it expert. And I do extractions. I work with people that have passed away. I am a mediumship. I am an extractor. I'm a spiritual advisor and teacher. And any donations here today would be awesome for any teachings that you have received or knowledge. Any donations are awesome because it helps me proceed forward. We're on YouTube, so any subscribers help too. So to understand, negative energy takes your energy, does not take your energy. Positive energy gives you energy. A lot. We was in the store the other day, and Chris had asked me, what is this stuff? And it was Red Bull. And he goes, do you like that? And I'm like, no, I don't like it. It's not really good for you. It's like a high energy, and it's just a bunch of sugar, which hurts the heart, hurts the body, and it rises your inside body, and it doesn't really rise your energy. You're just on a really big sugar high. And I know all of yous have your energy drinks that you drink, and you can keep drinking them, but it does not help the body. It does not help get rid of that energy that's sucking the life out of you, because that's what they do. They make you extremely tired. They can make you angry. They can affect other people around you, so they get angry at you. Have you ever been with somebody that they're perfectly fine, and then after a while they're not so fine with you? It's because the energies, the lower energy, or the negative energy, or the chaos energy, or the poor me energy, there's lots. All of those are living energies, only because us as humans have gave them life. Many years ago, there was a president that said fear is the only thing we have to fear. And what did he do? He put everybody into fear. And today I seen that the Taliban, they was talking about the Taliban before I turned on YouTube. I just seen it in the thing because I don't watch any news. I don't watch any programs that put fear into me because I don't need that energy in me. Um, and I know there's things going on around the world, but in some part of it, they make it worse than it really is. So it puts you in fear. So fear is a energy, and our lovely groups that around the world that like to instill fear is part of lower energies. So if we keep producing that fear energy, we're just growing it. It's just producing out even more. And to understand those energies, then you understand how to control what comes at you and what you when you see it. Like I can see it coming at me. Sometimes it'll catch me off guard or behind me, but sometimes I feel something behind me, but I haven't quite seen it yet. And then next thing I know, I'm like, why am I feeling like this? Why am I feeling like I'm not worthy? Or why am I feeling angry? It's because I picked up something that somebody else dropped off in the house or dropped off in the store. When I sit down on a chair, I sweep my chair. I do. I clean my plates. I wash my plates before I eat out of them. I rinse my cup out because energy embeds in everything. It embeds in the wood behind me, in the books, in my drum. Like I've had to beat energy out of my drum because things crawl up in there and they make home. So when I, take my drum out drumming, it's really light. And then when I pick it up at the end of the night to take it home, it's heavy. And I'm like, get out, get out, get out. Because they have to listen to what you're stating. And if you're taking your power and you're preceding that power, and we all have power, no matter what those higher ups are trying to tell you, you have power. And that's the reason why they don't want you to realize that you have your own power, is because then they can control it. Because if they're controlling it, then you're stuck in your house terrified that you're going to die. And we all die sooner or later. But like me, I already know that I'm going to live to be a very old age. So I'm not worried about dying. And if I died, I'm going to come back. So dying isn't fearful for me. Or how I die isn't fearful. I stand in my truth, and I stand in my energy that I have. And there's some things that I won't do because they make me feel uncomfortable. And like Chris will ask me, are you scared? I'm like, no, I'm not scared. It's just something I do not want to do. And you can't force me to do it. It's my own free will choice of what I'm doing. So there's a difference from being scared to having a choice of what you want to do. And then there's being produced into fear or being produced into negative energy. And then you have the energy that when you talk to somebody, they sound really nice, but they're putting a controlling energy on you. And then, like, I seen it last week. It was like a big billboard. I wasn't the only one that seen it, which I was very thankful for not being the only one that's seen it. Because the guy from a whole nother area imprinted it on my friend. And what happened was, then she's carrying his energy around my house and imprinting it on to the stuff that's here, printing it into the water, because when you're standing in the water faucet, water has memory cells. So it's taking those energies that it's feeling and it's imprinting it into the water. So what happens then, you're drinking that energy. And the next thing you know, you're dealing with those feelings that wasn't even yours in the first place. It came from a whole different outside source. So being in the spiritual war that we have been in for millions of years, my guides keep telling me, you're getting smarter, Katana, getting smarter. And the whole thing is to understand so much. And, you know, I fought this war for so long that what I did in the past is the past, and what I'm doing now is totally different from, you know, it's like the Stone Age back even 20 years ago. You know, I feel like I was in the Stone Age then, and I'm totally digital now. So, but even from this point now that I'm at, and then I proceed into the future and learn even more of how to deal with them in an easier mode. And even back in the 70s and 80s, we really didn't know how to deal with the energies. And a lot of people had no idea about energies, or, you know, they was just trying to promote love and kindness to each other. And then everybody got hooked up into the drug area and got lost. So, and then they all made love and didn't proceed from anywhere from that. So what we're trying to do is change the vibrations and get enough people to change the vibrations, so we change the vibrations on Earth, because the lower energies cannot survive without us. They have to have a living source to be able to live. So like today, I was feeling a little drained, and I'm like, okay, let's take that negative energy and let's transform it. So we're going to transform negative energy into positive energy. And this is how I do it. I take all negative energy from my body, from my higher self, my spiritual self, and my higher human self. And my human self, my spiritual human self, and my human higher self on earth plane and heaven plane. And I take that negative energy that was sucking life from me. Now I see it in front of me, and I am transforming this energy into the highest, purest white light energy that I can transform it into love, peace, serenity, kindness. We do not ask for this energy to go anywhere, that it can't leave, that it has to stay with me and be transformed into pure light energy. Now I'm hearing, no, please. You are being transformed into pure white light energy, into positive love, serenity, and self-love. And then I am returning it to the sender, the one that sent it to me, as its white light, positive energy. It is white light, positive energy. There's always something that tries to distract you. That's the whole thing. Because then that way the energy can like slip out. But we still have it. We transform it into positive white light energy, the highest, purest energy. You are not supposed to invade my space. My vessel is my temple. It belongs to me. It does not belong to you. You was invading my space and you was not invited in. I return you when you get to be white light energy here. There we go. I can see it turning into white light as it's saying no. The energy itself is saying no. You are turning into white light. If you didn't want to be turned into white light, you should have never came into this vessel. I know you won't do it again. From this day forth, so it is on earth and in heaven, as on earth. You are pure white light energy, positive and serenity, self-love, returning to the sender of this. We will return you to the sender, and you're going to fill their cup full of positive white light energy, serenity, kindness, understanding that they cannot send you out and give you away, that they have to deal with you. From this day forth, so it is, so it will be done, as on earth, as in heaven. So it is. I feel the third eye is hurting right up in here. So let's see. Let's look into the third eye, and let's take that and let's turn the third eye into pure white light energy and positive energy, and through the crown chakra. Let's shoot white light, pure energy out of my body. And we take the sun that's coming in, and we ask for the sun to come in, and I put the crystalline crystals inside of my solar plex, and I ask for the sun to come into my crown chakra, bounce off of my chakras all the way down, and into my solar plex where the crystalline crystals are, and then shoot rays of light throughout my body into my root chakra, coming through, bringing positive energy and clearing out. See, that takes away that headache. I woke up this morning with a little headache. And that brings that light in. And now I'm much lighter. I feel better. I asked for the white light to come in behind the skin into where the spine connects to the skull, and shoot white light into that. This is how you do this. And if you need assistance with this, I don't have a problem teaching this technique. This is what I do a lot with people. I teach them a technique to do it. So today you are getting a version, and any donations, $5, $2, $5, $50, whatever, would be appreciated. Or subscribe, like, subscribe. Oh, that's so much better. You can tell my eyes are lighter. I'm not so tired because, and I could hear the energy telling me no, like telling me no, I don't want the pure white light. Don't feel bad for the energy, because what happens, that energy from you, and the only way to change the world is for us to change that energy. To understand that, you have to understand lower energies don't have a human, they don't have a body. And they need a human host, or even an animal. Like this morning, my cat had lower energies. Firefly, she had some really lower, I think she's had them for a few days because she's been out and she hasn't been around the other cats. So like even this morning, she had lower energy. We cleared my cat this morning, and Chris ended up with the energy, actually. He's like, this is not fair. I said, well, one day you'll learn how to stop taking it. Like, it takes a long time. It's something that you do every day of your life, because we can, you can put mirrors in front of you to bounce those energies off from people. You can put your shield up. You can do all kinds of things, because being in the spiritual war, we deal with this every day of our life. And a lot of times, you do not understand what makes you feel badly. So, like yesterday, I put crystal mirrors up all over my house. I imagine I put mirrors up, and that's the whole thing. The imagination is your tool. So that's going back to being that child and understanding that you can create whatever you want. So you have everything, and you do create in your space, the creation of everything. So we are talking about energies, lower energies, positive energies, past life energies, hello, and spirits that are, well, nice to Sea, Florida. Thank you. We're talking about past life energies, people that had passed away that are connected to people. We did a meditation, so if you want to rewatch this video, um, you can learn so much more, and I appreciate you being here. I welcome you from Florida. Thank you. We are live on Facebook and YouTube, and we're talking about how lower energies can make your hair gray. Now, a couple days ago, I don't know if I have a picture. If I do, I'll post it. But my hair was really, really gray. Like I looked like I was about 60 years old. Today, it's not so much. Because I got rid of the energies. What happens when your hair gets gray? There's energies taken from it, taken from you. So I haven't colored my hair since my youngest son was 5 years old. Was the last time I colored my hair. My hair changes color all the time. And I know when energies are taking from me because I get more gray, a lot more gray. And so when I remove those energies, my hair comes back to a color. And sometimes it's red, sometimes it's dishwater blonde. So changing it is removing those energies. And so when negative energy comes around you or lower energies come around, because they have to have a human host to be able to survive. So when they come around, they make you tired. They make you exhausted. Like the other day, I had two different energies really draining me. And I couldn't hardly get up out of bed. And then all I wanted to do is go back to sleep and sleep some more. And then Chris is like, there's got to be something wrong. Like, I couldn't, like, well, because I took negative energy from my friend because he's been so negative for a while. So when he gave me a hug goodbye, I just accepted that energy. But so I had three different types of energy: the anger energy, and then the lower energy, and then the negative energy. So between all of them was draining me. So I asked for Archangel Michael to help me with the negative energy, and we transformed it into love, serenity, and peace, inner love, self-love, and kindness, and then return that to my friend. But that took a lot out of me, but I still had two other energies draining me. So I finally made it out of bed, and me and Chris went down about 1.5 miles on the farm, and he's like, girl, there is something wrong with you. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm really tired. And being white light, having white light energy, those energies connect to you so well. Like they're drawn to you. So I was now, beautiful soul, you are just nakareta. You know, see, that's where people get